We wanted to come to serve those who weren't being served, to serve those who had been cast aside and forgotten by their own people. And as we went to the market, as we drove down the streets, as we went to the grocery stores, you run across these kids all the time who are alone. They're desperate, many times just begging for some food to get them through the day.
If you say street boy, people think thief, people think lazy, people think not too intelligent.
And it's like no one wants to get close to them.
Basically, you're a menace to society, and nobody wants to see them.
Since it's like there's no hope for you, no future for you, nothing.
After a while, you either do something about it or you ignore them.
I think it's easier to decide that this is the path they've chosen than it is to really deal with some of the really tough issues that don't have easy answers.
If people don't stand in the gap for them, if they don't step up, then these kids will become a lost generation, and Rwanda will suffer because of it. And we just felt like immediately God was saying, this is something that I want you to do. And so we just really cried out to the Lord on behalf of these kids, that God would provide everything that we need to get started. And so in response to our prayer for funding, God, the first day provided $1,500. In response to the prayer about which boys that we should work with, within a week, we had 5 boys coming to our house every day who were living on the streets. They stayed with us 10 days, and then on November 2nd, 2010, we opened the Peace House with 5 boys.
Want to stay here. They want to stay at Peace House. They want to be part of a family.
We want these boys to be reconciled to God. We want these boys to be reconciled back to themselves because they don't believe that they're worth anything when they first come.
You look and find that there's a very big change in their lives, whereby that you find that they are disciplined, they were disciplined, they are very obedient, they are loving, and you see that even they're interested in going to school, they love school, they love people.
I'm blown away that after one term there were 3 boys first in the class, 2 boys second in the class, a boy fourth and a boy 12th in his class. But I think one of the neat things is their capacity to receive and give love. I've seen just expand exponentially.
Difference starts from the spiritual side, whereby they're being taught the Word of God.
And what I've seen with these 7 boys is that every kid can be successful when they know someone cares about them.
Our profound 7 have proven to us all these kids need are a chance to blossom, a chance to experience love, and then to give love back, to go back to where they came from, to rescue those who are still there.
I can say that the future Rwanda, that's what I can call them, because when you look at them and look at the life they were living in and where they are now, there's hope for them.
It's going to be such an unbelievable story that those who have been cast aside, those who have been forgotten, these boys are going to be the ones who will rise up and who will lead Rwanda into a new chapter in its story. It'll be a story of hope and of peace, of reconciliation. They will teach their fellow countrymen what it means to be a child of God.
From his stall, I'm free to love once and for all, and even when I fall, I get back up through the joy that overflows my cup. Heaven filled me with more than enough, broke down my levees and my bluffs, let the flood wash me. And one day when the sky rolls back on us, Some rejoice and the others fuss, 'cause every knee must bow.